Hey everyone, Liz here. I want to talk about my 3-month post-op update. So if that sounds good, just stay tuned. All right, hey. So I'm sitting here in my Bariatric Warrior sweatshirts. This is from my own line. I get asked about this a lot on Instagram. So go to lizraofficial.com/shop. I'll link it below as well in the description box, as well as all my goodies that I have for you all. But to me, this is a mindset. This is why I'm not going to fail at my VSG surgery. So I'm 3 months out. I know I'm not as far out as so many others through this progress and so many others who have their YouTube channels and whatnot. But again, Bariatric Warrior is a mindset. And let me really explain to that. So I've decided I have to be my own warrior. You hear a lot about how this is mind over matter. You know, there's emotional eating, mind hunger. Those are all real things. Very, very real. So when you go through this, you have to make a commitment to yourself to change your lifestyle. You can't just be like, I'm driving home, I don't want to cook. I know that on exit 96, there's McDonald's. I'm just going to drive through. That's an excuse. That's not a reason. And we have to stop making excuses for ourselves. We have to get down to the nitty-gritty of why we were overeating to begin with. I know I was overeating a lot because of anxiety, stress, depression, and those things would just circle and circle. And I was just insecure. That's really, truly what it came down to. I was insecure with myself. I was not sleeping. I still don't sleep well, I would say. I sleep better. My sleep apnea, you know, my husband and I were just talking about this. He's on a podcast with me next week and we recorded it early. And he goes, you don't snore anymore, because he was talking about how he was snoring in the hospital. And I was like, thank you for that. You just put that out there. But I had sleep apnea. It was very, very serious. And what's weird is that, I guess it's not weird, but insurance is so screwed up. My surgery was covered 100% by insurance. A CPAP machine was not. So I'd already decided on the surgery. Sleep apnea qualified me for it. I've been very honest, I was not the highest of the BMI qualifications for this. But that's weird. But I will say my sleep apnea, that's where I was going with this. My sleep apnea is way, way better. I can tell I'm actually sleeping. I'm not aware that I'm waking up as much in the middle of the night. So I guess that is a great thing. I still feel tired when I wake up, so I know I still am waking up, but it's not near as bad as what it was like pre-surgery. And mostly my sleep issues now I can link them directly to my anxiety. If my brain is wired, and for those of you who have, I'm sorry, I itch today. For those of you who have anxiety, you know that your brain just it just goes and goes and goes and does not want to shut off. And when I have nights like that, I know I'm not going to sleep. So I usually get out of bed so I don't disturb my husband, go downstairs and read. Because what else am I going to do? I know cognitive behavioral sleep therapists will say, don't read, don't engage, don't introduce light, but the best thing for me is to remove myself from the bed. Just is what it is. So at least one day a week I have a night like that. I'm working on it, you guys. I swear. It's so much better than it used to be. It used to be like 6 days a week. So progress is progress. And that's part of being a bariatric warrior, right? So 3-month update. I am 40 pounds down. Yay! I am only, let me do the math in my head. I'm 22 pounds away from my doctor's goal. I am 37 pounds away from my goal at 3 months, which excites me because once I hit that, and I'm going to take my time and do it right. I'm not looking for a huge rapid weight loss at this point because my body, I've already seen it slow down. Now it's more about making sure I eat right and I'm working out at least 5 days a week. That is a commitment I have made and kept for the most part. But I'm very excited by that. So where were you at 3 months? I want to know. post below in the comments. And while you're down there, hit subscribe on this channel because it helps me. Just a small PSA for myself. But I've been just watching people who've gone through this journey with me and my fellow peers on my Facebook board. So my clinic is real cool. They have a Facebook board for everyone who's gone through the bariatric center. There's offices in Lone Tree and Parker, but it's the same center, and they're awesome. People who are my surgery twins or right before me or right after, we're all different. And then through Instagram, I have made so many friends as well, and I'm watching people who are like, you know, I was down 3 pounds this week. I was doing really, really good. I ate some M&Ms and had a couple of drinks on Sunday, and it just ruined it all. Well, yeah, it will, because part of being a bariatric warrior is the mindset, and that mindset leads into the lifestyle change. We can't really eat in moderation as VSG patients or RNY patients because that leads into making excuses every day. I had a salad for lunch so I can have a cookie for dessert. One does not outweigh the other when you're a VSG patient because stomach space is crucial, and that nutrient count, macro count, those are crucial. So don't take up space with crappy food. You know, once a month, whatever. If you're starting to make excuses every week, let's talk. But going into bariatric surgery, so just let me read my notes for a second. I really truly think that this is a mentality that I will take with me. I have seen so much change in myself, in my diet, in my commitment to this. I was a person before who would just make up reasons on why I needed a second bowl of pasta. As you all know, it's all about the pasta. I miss it, but I have not cheated. It has made me a better person. I am far more positive. I have way more energy. I have noticed that I look at things differently. You know, perception really is reality. And before, because I was in a dark space mentally and emotionally, I was in a dark space about everything physically. Now, coming through this and listening to my body first, which is hard, and I think that's especially hard for women. We always want to take care of other people. I've seen myself change. I'm happier, I have more energy. I look forward to my workouts. Who the hell would have ever thought I wanted to exercise on a regular basis and look forward to it? And it wakes me up. I know at noon on my lunch break, if I go work out on the cross trainer for 30 minutes, that I'm gonna have way more energy in the afternoon. Because if I didn't work out every day at 2 o'clock, I'd wanna pretend I was Spanish and take a siesta. Because I love sleep, I just do. It's good for you. It resets your body, resets your mind, resets your spirit. So again, part of being a bariatric warrior is thinking, why were you overweight to begin with? And how are you going to prevent it? How are you going to change your mindset and your lifestyle to be that warrior moving forward? And again, whether it's RNY, VSG, I know a couple people out there still are getting they still do the balloons and the bands and all of that. Whatever it is, if you don't change the mindset, the surgery's not going to work. And I don't mean to sound harsh when I say that. I just have done a lot of research. All of our fellow YouTubers out there will tell you when they regained, it was due to mostly how they were eating. Diet really is like 90% of it. The tool's only going to do the job for you in the very, very beginning. First year, max. And if you haven't changed that lifestyle by then, it's going to be even harder. So try to change it as you're going through the classes. I did not do that. I was a failure. I was paying attention to my water, a little bit to my protein. So it was a little harder for me to transition. But now that I have and I see the results and I see how I feel, I'm listening to it, which is very, very important. I had to make a couple of changes too. And during COVID, I was heavily relying on things like food delivery apps. Delete your Postmates or Uber Eats or whatever it is. Stop buying your junk food. Okay, sorry, my husband interrupted. So like I was saying, delete your food delivery apps. don't buy junk food, guys. When you're at the store, a trick I learned a long time ago was shop the perimeter. Very, very rarely is there anything that you need that's actually in the shelves. Think about it. All the healthy stuff, the vegetables, your proteins, your dairy, even though I'm dairy-free, all that stuff's on the perimeter of the store. All the processed stuff is in the aisles. So just a tip from me to you. Take it, don't take it, what ifs. Get support. My husband is very, very good about not stocking he is the ultimate snacker, I just want to say. But he's very good about not stocking our cupboards full of crap that are going to entice me. He's very good about, he's not going to bring home a dozen donuts if he wants a donut and then sit them there because he knows I would want to eat that donut. I made a deal with him before. I was like, well, I'm going through this and can't have any alcohol whatsoever. Don't drink beer in front of me. I gave way to that around the 1-2 month mark because he's a foodie and he loves craft beer and we live in Colorado and it just felt like punishment for him. And let me tell you, it hasn't really truly enticed me. I've taken a couple of teeny tiny little micro sips and I don't miss it. I just don't. So that was interesting. I didn't expect that because I loved my beer and I definitely love my red wine. And I want to know if you've ever tried Dry Farms wine. There we go. I couldn't say it. Not an advertisement. I just keep seeing it everywhere and it's like sugar-free wine and organic and natural. It doesn't have all the sulfates and crap in it. Let me know if you've tried it. I'm curious. It's very expensive to get a case. And so I like other people's opinions before I make a big purchase like that. But the last thing you have to do to be a warrior, and again, I'm just 3 months out, so this is what it is, but you have to motivate yourself. No one's going to take this journey for you. And that's the hardest lesson. You have to put yourself first. You have to motivate yourself. It's starting to get cold outside. I don't care. Put on some thicker sweats and work out. You've got to make it happen for yourself. We can come up with a million excuses, and that's what they are. They're not reasons, they're excuses on why we can't meet our goals today. But the only reason you need, and I will say this till the end of time, is that your health should come first. Take care of yourself. All right, guys. I look forward to my 4-month update. I want to know where you're at your 3 months, or where you were at your 3 months if you're further along in your journey. And I have a bunch of good stuff for you in the description box. So things like Fetch Rewards, you can use my promo code. I guess it's technically a referral code, and get points automatically when you download and scan your first receipt. Fetch Rewards is so cool because you can scan all of your receipts, but your grocery receipts specifically, if you buy items that are featured that week, like Dove soap was featured a couple weeks ago, you get bonus points. You're already shopping and grocery shopping and getting things for your house, so you might as well scan them. The app is free. And make something off of that shopping trip you already have to do. So for every receipt you scan, you get points. Those points can be turned into gift cards. And as we are going through this process and getting new clothes, some of those gift cards are good for like Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Old Navy, places we're probably already going. So take advantage of it. Again, Fetch Rewards, it's in my description box below. And if you're interested in this sweatshirt or any of my other motivational gear, go to lizraofficial.com/shop and use promo code WARRIOR20 for 20% off all of the bariatric collection. All right, guys, let's talk soon.